Well, the other thing, which is technology related, but it's nothing to do with alcohol, is about Gmail, or it's linked to Gmail, which I use. Do you use?
Yep.
You know, such a common thing. My son's at high school, he uses it, and like the suite of services. However, Gmail originated, or the term, it's not exactly Gmail, but the term Gmail um, originated in 1998. The actual Gmail service with Google didn't start till 2004. They introduced it. But
Hmm.
the term Gmail originated in 1998, and it was actually Garfield's email service. So Garfield, the orange cat, cartoon
Yeah,
cat
the
that
cartoon character. Yeah,
eats lasagna. Yeah, that one.
I love
He had
Garfield.
you could have registered in 1998 for Garfield's Gmail, and had the well, what they described as email with Cattitude was the selling line for this.
God.
Gmail.garfield.com was where you went to register it, and you would have had, I think it does say the sort of domain. Let me see. It would have been so Stelio7 at catsrule.garfield.com would have been your
Oh, mad.
thingy. Yeah, it's
That
crazy.
is mad. Because I remember Google before Gmail, so
Yeah,
like now would be stelio7@gmail.com. It used to just be Google Mail, didn't it?
yeah. So when I
At
first got it, it
googlemail.co.uk
was
or
Google
.com.
Mail. And I remember around, God, I think I must go about 2006 or something. But even then, it was still, I think in the UK, it was like invite only. I remember working with a guy who had it, and then I think he could invite me or
Oh, so you
something
can
like
just sign
that.
up for free.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, yeah, you could right in the beginning you couldn't, and yeah, it
Mm.
would be like a Google Mail .com address, which they then changed to Gmail.
Mm.
But yeah, I saw this and I just thought it was one of those mad pieces of history that existed, but you had no idea like
Mm.
that was there. I think so. Funny, the weird twist on the story apparently is it appears that some of the email servers still work. So for the example that's given here is there were some files leaked to WikiLeaks regarding Syria, and someone had used a catsrule.garfield.com email address to do
I
it.
mean, I don't know whether that's just embarrassing now, though.
This is
Do you
funny,
know what I
isn't
mean? Like,
it?
it's funny because if it was something really dodgy, but their email was something at Cattitude or whatever you said it was,
Yeah, well,
Cats rule.
catsrule at Garfield Garfield.com. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's really crazy, isn't it? But
yeah.
would there be like thinking of that? I just find it a bit odd. You'd have to really like Garfield, yeah,
Mm.
to have that sort of email. What would what would the brand be, or what would the thing be that would entice you to have I don't know, Stelio7 at RyanReynolds.com? You know, what would you commit to that you love enough to do it?
That's a good
I
question.
don't really know for
That's a good
me.
question. Um, yeah, I mean, RyanReynolds.com.
I love
Yeah,
Ryan Reynolds dot whatever,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, yeah. Unless it's your mm, fan crush or something like that. Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah,
He's one of mine, but he's not the top one. I mean, if it was David DB7, something like that, that'd be pretty cool. David
DB7.
Beckham, because that was his
Ah.
thing, DB7 at one point. But yeah, yeah,
It's just, I guess so. It sort of harks back to reading this sort of thing. It harks back to a time where email was still a bit of a novelty. Like it weren't a functional thing that you use
no,
in the way you could now, because you had to log into a computer and it was more of a process rather than it just flashing up on your phone.
mm,
Um, so you probably didn't use it in the same way as I don't know, correspondence on all different sort of professional levels that
yeah.
you probably would have that.
I would have set mine up literally just to use MSN Messenger or whatever it was back in the day in
Mm.
my kind of teen years or whatever. And I've still got the same email address now, which is a
Yeah,
Hotmail account. Yep, still
that's
use the
mad.
same one.
I had
Steely
Hotmail.
07.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
And
crazy.
that is where the Steely 07 originates from. How mad is that?
Vintage
It's
is
vintage.
what that
That's
is.
got to be
Yeah,
like 20 years old now, that
it's
Hotmail account.
amazing.
Maybe
Yeah,
even more, just over. But yeah, Steely 07, because Steely 7 was taken and Steely
yeah,
07's just stuck now, and I use it for everything. So,
amazing.
um,
At the time,
yeah.
though, Hotmail, my first one was Hotmail, but and Hotmail was sort of like a revolution in the sense, you know, that it was just easy to set up. You logged into a website, there it was. You had email,
Mm,
brilliant, you know,
yeah.
and it's fantastic. I can't remember what my first. I've changed my email address loads. Yeah, I can't remember what my first name was, but yeah,
Now it's what matters, which is King P.
yeah.
Um,